And just like that, live fall sports are back. Following an impressive outing yesterday on the road at Casanova, the Oswego women's soccer team looks to continue their momentum in the home opener here at Laker Turf Stadium. Though, they'll be up against a hungry Canton squad looking for their first win of the 2022 season. It's 1-0 Oswego State Lakers taking on the 0-1 Canton Kangaroos right here on WTOP 10. Welcome to the first home game for the Oswego women's soccer team and our first WTOP broadcast of the fall semester. I'm Kyle Spisak alongside my partner here in the booth, Michael Shetler. Now, Michael, both Canton and Oswego kicked off their seasons Thursday, but we're on opposite sides in terms of victory.
Absolutely, Kyle. It's a pleasure to be here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Laker Turf Arena, and what should be a great home opener for the Lakers. Oswego is coming off a very impressive 7-0 victory against Casanova that got really out of hand down the stretch. And on opposite sides, Canton losing to the Potsdam Bears 3-0.
As well, last game, Oswego scored 5 goals between the 52nd and 61st minute of play, which put the game completely out of reach. And as for SUNY Canton, they're coming off a tough 3-0 loss, like you said, against Potsdam. But don't fret, the Kangaroos squad is very talented and hungry for a bounce back here. And Michael, speaking of that talent, there seems to be 2 talented players on the field here. So who are some of the players you're looking for today?
Absolutely. The 2 players that come to mind here today from Oswego's side, we got Grace Madden, number 15, the graduate student midfielder, a staple of this Lakers offense. And just last game against Casanova, scoring 2 goals, 1 assist. She has been absolutely dominant throughout the years and looks to pick up right where she left off this season. On Canton's side, we got Skylar Williams, the sophomore midfielder, 12 saves on 21 shots faced, averaging a .756 save percentage just last season. Definitely a player to watch here today.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch. We have Grace Madden, who, like you said, 2 goals last game. She'll be coming out on fire here today. Now, Michael, this is only the 4th ever matchup between these two. And the first 3, Oswego shut out Canton, all 3 right there. And so.
Absolutely. Canton has never scored a goal on the Lakers ever. Just to put that into perspective, this Lakers team has been absolutely dominant in all 3 encounters they've had with the Kangaroos, from a 2-0 victory, a 4-0 victory, and a 5-0 victory last year. The Canton Kangaroos have to be sick of losing to these Lakers, though, so expect them to come out here looking for revenge here today.
Yeah, as we are seconds away from kickoff here at Laker Turf Stadium in Oswego, New York. The time is 12:59, and we have kickoff, and the game is underway as Oswego's kicking up the field. And it is stopped back by Canton. Canton moving the ball around, moving up the field now. Taken away by Oswego.
Both teams jockeying for position here in the early start of this contest.
A bit of a stalemate here in the middle. Both teams not able to find either of their respective zone, as Oswego's starting to get some momentum coming down. As they look over for Madden, but are unable to find her. So back in the zone they go. Ball will go out of bounds, and Groth will be throwing in. No.
It's Nicolette now.
Janelle will be throwing in the ball as she gets it over. And now they're passing it in their zone. Applegate over. Up to Madden.
Grace Madden trying to get there. Going to be a throw in here from Canton.
And Oswego heads the ball there. And they're heading up the field now. Serrero moves it up to Madden. Madden looking to make a move. She takes it wide. And she's looking across the field. Oh, and a nice try there, but not able to connect on the header.
Katie Del Grosso trying to head that in there. Just was a little out of position.
Yeah, and that one was stopped by the Canton goalie. And now Canton's goalie looking to do something with the ball. That is the first save of the game here. And Canton's goalie, pretty solid player here for Canton. One of the highlights of their team, as she faces a lot of shots. So it's hard to make a lot of saves when you're facing so many shots throughout the game, Mike.
Absolutely. Definitely a player to watch out for. She's got a lot of action throughout this contest, and I'm sure she'll get continuous action today. Always got to be on her toes here. Great goalie for Canton.
And now Gotch will be throwing in the ball for Canton. Here, as we are 42:50 left in the first half of the game. Canton moving it back Oswego's way, but the ball is being juggled up in the air, and it's back to Gotch, who then throws it up, and it is taken ahead by Kelly. Out of bounds. Oswego's Janelle will be throwing the ball in.
Absolutely. As I aforementioned, both teams fighting to get the early momentum here in this contest. Obviously, in any sporting matchup, momentum is the key to success.
Yeah, without a doubt there, as Serraro kicks the ball out of bounds. Gotch throwing the ball in for Canton. Battling for possession there, as it's still up for grabs here as Oswego gets it back. Moving it upfield, looking for Madden, but Gotch kicks it back down into Oswego's zone, being chased by Groth. And the ball will go out of bounds. Groth will be throwing it in.
Jillian Groth here, another integral part of this Lakers team. Played in all matchups last season.
And Oswego's defense moving the ball up now as O'Connell looks over. And ball comes back to O'Connell.
Lauren O'Connell, the sophomore, found a lot of action last season, appearing in 11 games, starting in 7 of them as just a freshman.
That's impressive for freshmen, especially in D3 sports. To get a start as a freshman is a pretty big deal. As O'Connell then heads the ball back out to the corner. Still fighting for possession with Canton. And that one hits the Canton player in the back of the head and out of bounds.
Yeah, and as this ball is out of play, speaking of freshmen, 10 new hungry freshmen added to this Lakers roster in the offseason. And some of them even finding playing time against Cazenovia. So we will see who gets shuffled in the mix today. We got 10 new names, some new kids on the block hungry for success here this season.
Yeah, as Oswego's wheeling up the side, looking over for Madden in the middle, and Madden does get the ball in the middle as she kicks it back. And a shot from McDermott, but it is wide. And corner kick for Canton.
And leading the charge for both of these teams, we got head coaches for Oswego. We have Brian McGrain with a 99, 135, and 20 record, leading the charge for Oswego here. For Canton, head coach Rose Lucidi with a 26, 70, and 6 record.
Oh, and a nice look there as McDermott crossed it over, looking for the header, but a little bit wide there, as it'll be a keeper ball for Canton.
Gina Serrao had a good opportunity there, just couldn't connect.
So now Canton kicking the ball away, seeing if they can get some momentum going, as both teams really aren't getting much momentum here. They're playing a lot of the game in the middle portion of the field. Neither side can seem to crack the other's defense.
Absolutely.
But Canton is on a rush here as Ruben's bringing the ball up, and Ruben throws it over to Kelly. And Kelly throws it up the middle.
See if Canton can get something going here.
And now Oswego's got it. Ball is up to Madden. Madden coming up the field. And Madden looks over for Serraro, but cannot find her.
Grace Madden all over the field early on in this contest. Everywhere you look, she's a part of this team.
As Gotch throws the ball in again. Intercepted by Groth of Oswego. But Canton has the ball back. Groth with a ninth interception there. As Canton tries to get it back in, but it's blocked. Moving up the field is Applegate. Now up to Serrao. Trying to find Madden, but it is blocked away by Gotch.
Great way to pick that ball off by Lauren O'Connell. They're getting the ball out of harm's way and moving this ball down the pitch as the Lakers are on the prowl.
And Janelle throws it into Serrao. And Serrao kicks it over, looking for Katie Del Grasso, but she could not connect, and it is a keeper ball for Canton. Canton throwing the ball out. And misses the mark on that one, as the ball will go out of bounds. Oswego ball. Rektorovic will throw it in. Vectorovic throws it in, but it goes off Soreo, out of bounds. Canton ball. Now, Michael, not either team's really able to get any traction over each other here, as we've just seen 3 balls go out of bounds in the last 30 seconds. What do the teams got to do here? What's Oswego got to do to get in the zone on Canton?
Absolutely. Both teams obviously fighting for position here. You know, the Lakers with a couple more opportunities than Canton early on in this contest. But they got to keep fighting. They got to be aggressive here.
Yes, they kick that one right up to us here in the press box. Gotch is going to throw this one in for Canton.
The fans here in Laker Turf Arena got to have their eyes open.
Yeah,
with a loose ball.
Keep an eye open for flying balls as that goes out of bounds, and Oswego gets the ball and change of possession. Madden coming up with the ball. She's looking up for Soreo. Soreo coming down quick on the wing, looking for somebody in front. Makes a nice move around the defender. Looking for a shot, and nice shot just wide. Just misses that upper left corner of the goal there. Nice effort by Soreo.
Great effort by the goalie as well. Little out of position, but you can never know. A diving save, as she's had a lot of action so far throughout this contest, as we said.
Yeah, as she's faced a few shots coming in. 1 save so far. A couple shots, not all on goal, as she's going to kick it away here. And back in Oswego possession, as it's down into the corner to Del Grasso. Del Grasso looking for something to do with the ball here. Makes a nice move around the defender there. Kicks it in front, looking for Madden, but could not find her. Goes up in the air, caught by the goalie ball.
Picked off there by Paige Groff. Able to get this ball out of harm's way here.
Yeah, they're making their way down and keeping it in Canton zone more now as the game has been going on. Ball coming back this way now. But, Mike, what have they done that's been allowing them in the last few minutes to get down in their zone more?
I mean, both teams playing aggressive, but looks like the Lakers have a little bit more drive here. They're playing very aggressive. They're approaching the defenders. They're approaching the dribblers, and they're going to try to get down the field here. As you see, our goalie not getting a lot of action so far in this contest.
Yeah, no, I believe that is the first goalie ball of the game for Perry Anderson. And it was not a close ball either. They got it from outside of the 40. And ball goes out of bounds there. It'll be an Oswego ball as they throw it in. Thrown in. Ball kicked back to Janau. Janau out of bounds. She will throw it back in again now. She throws it in. Looking for Soreo. Can't find her as Soreo puts on the pressure on Canton's defense. And they will kick it away out of bounds once again. And it'll be another throw in by Janau.
And I don't know.
Canton really seems like throughout this game, Mike, that they've just kind of been kicking the ball out of bounds because they can't seem to find a way to stop defense. And a nice cross there from Madden, but it could not be connected on by Del Grasso.
Absolutely. Great opportunity there by Del Grasso. Just couldn't connect with the goal. As that's what, the 4th, 5th opportunity they've had to score here. They're doing a great job of getting the ball down the opposite side of the pitch. Just can't seal the deal and get the ball in the back of the net here so far.
Yeah, it's nothing to worry about too quick here, as the Lakers are off to a bit of a slow start, as they're getting shots. They're just not getting quality shot opportunities here.
Absolutely. Can't take their time to set up and get a nice shot on goal.
Yeah, you got to get it on net because they're getting the shots off. They're just going wide here. But
absolutely.
Oswego, as last game, as we noted, pre-game here, they scored the slew of their 5 goals last game in the span of about 15, 20 minutes. We're only a few minutes into here, as we are at 33-48 left in this half.
Absolutely.
So they've got plenty of time.
Yeah.
They've got more than enough time to try to bring it back and bring back those goals that they scored last game.
Last game, as you mentioned, those 5 quick goals completely killing the spirit of Cazenovia. And like I said, once you get that momentum on your side, it's really hard to get out of the fluster of playing from behind. So that's what Oswego has to do here today, get up early and then play some prevent defense to come out here with a win tonight.
Yeah. Speaking, as you said, defense, right, there's some nice defense by Oswego as they are moving up the field now, as they're going to look over for Madden. Madden, nice play there to prevent getting intercepted by Gotch. Gotch playing very hard defense on Madden, but Madden will kick it over to the midfield.
Absolutely. Gotch definitely another player to look for here on Canton. Plays very aggressive, very fast-paced game.
Soraya with a nice move to keep the ball there. Kicks it over in the corner to O'Connell. And Del Grasso, my apologies. As she kicks the ball, but it goes slightly wide.
Del Grasso with a shot there. Looked a little on goal from up here, but a little out of position on that shot.
Yeah, like we've been saying throughout the first 15 minutes of this game or so, it's just they're getting the opportunities. They're able to get down in Canton zone now. They're getting the shots off. They're just not hitting the net. Absolutely,
getting a feel for this Canton defense. As they spent a lot of time down on the opposite side of the pitch, they just got to connect and get that ball rolling.
Yeah, and ball goes back to Perry Anderson, who kicks it over to Groth.
Perry Anderson hasn't had a very stressful game so far.
No, she is not, as the ball goes out there. And Gotch throws it in, looking for a Canton player, but can't find it. So the ball returns back to Groth of Oswego as she's in the corner. Tries kicking it, but it bounces away.
That was Shannon Plant on the prowl there. Kick ends up with Jillian Groth.
Nice try for a header there as the ball will roll over back to Anderson. Anderson with the goal. She'll roll it over. And coming up the field now is Oswego. Up to McDermott. McDermott with a nice little move, getting some space there. And McDermott with a nice through. She gets, but it is offsides. That was a really tough call right there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, offside there, but can't take that away from Amber McDermott, showcasing her agility, her speed, and a great pass. Just offside, out of position there, but yeah, great effort there by Amber McDermott.
Very nice play to get it over to Sorrell there, but unfortunately it was offsides. That was the best chance that the Lakers had all game, as they were wide open coming in on the goalie. But it's back to Anderson, and we are at 3:47 left in this first half of play, as they're looking over for Madden. Cannot find her. Ball goes out, and Gotch will be throwing it in for Canton.
Absolutely. As I said, beautiful day in Laker Turf Arena, but it's a hot one if you're on the field for the Lakers. It's going to be a war of attrition between both teams.
Yeah, it is a very hot day out here today, as the ball goes out of bounds there. You can see the players very shortly into this game, as we're about 15 minutes in this game. You can see they're already sweating. It's a hot one out there, and the turf makes it just that much hotter. So it's going to be a long game between these two. It's going to be who had a better conditioning camp in the beginning of the season.
Whoever's got more in the tank, that's going to play a very large role in the outcome of this contest.
Yeah, and they're coming down in the corner here as they race for the ball, but could not be kept in play by Del Grasso as it's kicked out of bounds by Canton, but Del Grasso will have the corner kick right here.
See if they can get anything going from this corner kick here.
Oh, and a nice little bump pass there, but it didn't work out as it's intercepted by Canton, and Canton moving up the field now, but it is stopped by Rektorovic, and it's kept in. Moving down the field, O'Connell fighting for the ball. Pops out. Oswego's managed to keep possession. Facing some more Canton players.
There's Amber McDermott again.
McDermott trying to find a nice little shot there as she hits the top of the net. Couple of feet off, but tough angle there. Wasn't much she could do with the ball. Nice attempt to get a shot on goal there.
Amber McDermott definitely one of the speediest players on this Lakers team. Zipping down the field.
Yeah, that seems to be what Oswego has to use to their benefit here. They got to use their advantage, their speed, because this Canton team is keeping up with them very well. But if they can break through, get some odd man rushes, and just use their speed to their advantage.
Absolutely, this Canton team not looking too great on paper, but you can't rule them out, and they've been keeping right up with Oswego in this contest.
Exactly, it's a new year, it's a new season. Everything can change at any point in time as they find Madden over in the corner. She's coming down, looking for a play. Nice kick there, and a goal stopped in front. Great opportunity there for Sorreo after a nice feed from Madden. Goaltender was just right there to smother it.
I mean, if the goaltender wasn't right in front of her face, I mean, that was a definite goal.
Oh, without a doubt, that's a goal any day. As ball ends up back in Oswego's zone, Oswego is moving it forward. Reed with the ball right now as she looks up, gets it over to Del Grasso. Coming up the field, Del Grasso making a nice move, making a nice couple of moves, giving herself some space. Nice shot at the shot there, but it was a bit slow and a bit wide.
Hitting 3 Canton defenders with the moves there. Almost finished it up with a goal. Just couldn't get it on target.
Yeah, it was a really nice display of a little bit of dribbling there, showing off the footwork and getting around the defense, but does not amount to a shot on goal as they kick away, but Oswego keeps it in with a nice pinch from their midfielder. Goes over to Madden. Madden with a nice play, creating some space, looking for a shot, but she'll look over to the corner instead as she's going over. Ooh, and a nice chance there by Del Grasso. You know, Madden and Del Grasso throwing it back and forth to each other.
Yeah,
they've been doing a great job.
Dynamic duo here so far in the contest. Both really good communication between the two, serving up some great goals, some great opportunity attempts for Katie Del Grasso. Again, not connecting, but it has been all Lakers here today in this contest, but the Canton defenders obviously keeping right up with them.
Yeah, their goalie playing well as well. Their goalie's made 2 saves so far this game for Canton. But they've had some close ones, but that's to their defense's credit, as their defense is managing to keep Oswego outside enough that they're not able to get in and get quality chances that put their goaltender at risk.
Absolutely, and as good of defense they're playing, that's not going to win you a game. They got to get down the opposite side of the pitch, and they got to take some attempts on goal, which they have done rarely this game.
Yeah, and a nice takeaway there by Groth as she looks up, moves it over to McDermott, and McDermott's looking for something to do here. As somebody falls, she leaves them in the dust there, making some nice plays, moving it around.
Phyllis Reed
crosses it over, looking for Soreo, can't find her, goalie ball. But that was some really nice footwork there by McDermott. Put somebody on the ground there, showing off some of the, more appealing side of the game, not just the grit and grind.
Exactly, that agility, as I aforementioned. That's why McDermott finds herself a lot of playing time on this field.
As they're moving up the field, Canton Rubin gets pushed out of bounds by Janelle. Great defensive play by her, keeping the ball out. As Oswego has the ball, she's now throwing it in. Looking for Madden, finds her. Madden instantly pressured, and she throws it down the field. Soreo running down, chasing the ball, but it's just going to be kicked out of bounds by Canton. So it's going to be a throw for Soreo.
Good way to kick that ball right out of bounds. Just reposition, get themselves together again.
And she throws the ball in back to Sorao. McDermott kicks it up and finding right in the middle. Oh, and a nice play there. Oh, and it's off the post. What a shot by Del Grasso. Barely missing there, hitting the inside over the right post. As they still have control of the ball down in the zone, and it goes back.
Beautifully placed ball, just mere inches away from getting in the back of the net there. That is a great shot from Del Grasso.
That was a beautiful shot by Del Grasso. Perfect opportunity there. And Mike, what did you see on that play?
Great pass, great communication. Obviously, as we aforementioned, Del Grasso at the right place at the right time, doing everything except getting the ball in the back of the net there, but no discredit of her own. That was a great shot.
And now the ball goes back down to Madden in the corner as Madden looks to find somebody in the center of the field, but she can't. But great pressure by Janelle with a nice steal there. And she looks over in the middle of the field. They're passing it over. Find Soreo, and she cannot get control of the ball. It is out.
Again, this defense.
A goalie ball.
This defense, right when the Lakers seem to be in position, they are swarmed by blue jerseys.
Yeah, they're able to get open, but not for very long, Mike. That is for sure.
Absolutely. A lot of credit can go to this Canton defense, as they have seen a tremendous amount of action so far in this contest.
Yeah, their defense has really been holding them together, as their offense has not been doing much on the other side of the pitch here. Canton needs to get some things going offensively. Just get the ball moving, find open lanes, find spaces that Oswego's not. That's really, as cliche as that may sound, that's really what you have to do here. You have to put the ball in places where Oswego can't get to, but you can. And possession. Possession is the most important part of any sport where it's goal-based like this. The longer you can possess the ball, the less chance it is for your opponent to have.
Definitely. Position and being opportunistic, taking shots right where Oswego, if they can catch Oswego sleeping, that'll be a difference maker in this contest.
Yeah, they got to just catch them sleeping, see if they can get those opportunities. But to the same point, Oswego's got to do the same thing as their defense. Canton's defense has been holding up great against Oswego. They just have to find those little slips that they're able to get in there open and try to make opportunities out of that, as we are at the 22-minute point here in the first half of this game. Oswego's leading in shots this game, Mike, 13-1. How about that?
Yeah, if you're Canton, you could just not have that. You got to get down the pitch. You got to get at least some shots on goal. Even if, you just got to put the pressure on Oswego. And you look at these defenders, they haven't broke a sweat this game almost.
Yeah, they really do. Got a chance. I mean, look up right now, it's 0-0. So, obviously, even though Oswego's dominating this game, they're not able to find the back of the net, which is crucial as this is.
Absolutely.
Soccer.
Regardless of where the momentum is, it's 0-0. It's anybody's game.
Yeah, Oswego needs to keep the pressure on here as they have a throw ball there as they get it down into the corner. I can't tell who that is with. Oh, and a nice little try there by Madden. That would have been a beautiful goal there with the back of the heel kicking it in, but even better save by the goalie being prepared for that.
Absolutely. Trying to chip it in with the back of her right foot. Very opportunistic. Tried to catch the goalie sleeping there, but again, in position.
And going down the field is Oswego. Groth stops it, but it is kicked away by Anderson, the goalie, out of bounds. This will be a throw in for Canton. Canton throws it in, and it's immediately out of bounds. A lot of this game has been spent as along the sidelines and throwing the ball in, Mike, don't you think?
Absolutely. A lot of not on target passes. Both teams, still fighting to get something rolling here. But a rare occurrence. Canton is on the Lakers side of the field here.
Yeah, it has not been like that much this first half of the game, but they are here, and they just threw the ball in. Ball went back out. It's been the story of this game, as they just haven't been able to keep the ball in the boundaries of the pitch. But Oswego, a nice little move there, bouncing around, as Sarau, I believe that is moving up the field. She's looking for Madden. Oh, and a nice little cut by Madden. Madden one-on-one with the goalie. Oh, and the save by the goalie coming out, being very aggressive with Madden. Great play by the goalie to shut down that opportunity, one-on-one opportunity.
Big collision there by Madden and Skylar Williams. Skylar Williams not afraid to come out there and get down and dirty, ram it in to Grace Madden.
That was a great play there by Williams. She showed no fear, like you said, and she did the right play there, coming out, challenging the attacker, because she stays back in her net there. That gives a lot of opportunity for Madden to use her accuracy to pinpoint anywhere in the field. So great play.
Absolutely. Williams, undoubtedly the MVP of this contest here for Canton. As you look, she's taking a very valuable breather.
Yeah, definitely. She deserves it, as 5 shots on goal, 5 saves. Excellent performance so far for Williams.
Absolutely showcasing just why she was a player to watch here in this contest.
Exactly, as McDermott's coming up the field with the ball, showing off that speed you mentioned earlier, Mike, wheeling right around the defenders as she's trying to cut in towards the goal, but she can't, throws it in front. Oh, and a great chance there. McDermott looking for the cross over to Madden, and Madden has had opportunity after opportunity this game. She just cannot find the back of the net.
That was a beautiful cross from Amber McDermott. I mean, picture perfect. Grace Madden, again, story of the game, just a little out of position. Almost found the back of the net there, as they were both fighting to put some goals in the back of the net.
Yeah, it's been not so much a game of what, but what if so far. So we'll see how that plays out as Williams kicks the ball away.
Absolutely. And
Kicks it up.
you got to think it's just a matter of time before one of these shots connects in the goal.
Yeah,
Constant shots on goal for the Lakers here.
Has to be with how back and forth this is as Groff takes it down in deep. And she looks in front, can't find anyone. As she was looking for
It's Maggie Reardon.
Reardon, I
Reardon.
believe.
Yep. Excuse me.
It looked like. As they're moving up the field, and now Janau looks over, finds Madden. Madden heavily pressured in the corner. Looks over in front, but nobody is there. Oh, and a nice... Oh, what's going on there? So many opportunities. Soreo coming in. The ball was bobbled. She had the perfect opportunity to just tap it in there. She nails it off the post, goes back the other way. And Oswego cannot catch a break here, Mike. That was the perfect chance for them to score.
I mean, Reardon you couldn't get a more perfect opportunity to put the ball in the back of the net and just couldn't connect there. I almost thought that the Lakers the Canton defender, was going to boot that ball right in the own goal there. Great opportunity.
Yes.
Yet again.
Soreo, really good opportunity there and just couldn't put it in. And those are the ones you wish you could take back right there if you're a player.
Absolutely.
You have all the opportunity in the world, nothing stopping you, and you just are the slightest bit off. You wish you could take that back, but you just got to make up for it coming here.
Reardon's definitely going to have that in the back of her mind for a while, but she's got to shake that off. And we got to put some goals in the net here for the Lakers.
As they kick it away there. Looking for it in front. I believe that went off an Oswego player, so that will be a goalie ball for Canton.
And if you look heading towards midfield, that's 21 Cassidy Ademic, the freshman who found herself a lot of playing time against Cazenovia, even scoring her first collegiate goal. She's definitely another player to watch as a freshman who has stepped up to the plate.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, this Oswego team has 10 freshmen, so a great future for this Lakers squad. Many of the members of the team are also sophomores, so a young squad showing young potential here. So we're looking for a few years of Lakers dominance in women's soccer.
Absolutely. You look at number 29, Courtney Key, another freshman. We got two freshmen on the field. And I'm sure we're going to be shuffling, as I said, in and out, have some freshmen get some opportunities here and see who's really got potential to land maybe a starting spot on this Lakers roster.
Yeah, it's always a battle for a starting spot here in college sports as we have 15 minutes left in the first half of the game. And a great play there pressuring the Canton offense. And it is bounced out of bounds off the shin of Rektorovic. And it'll be thrown in by Canton, quickly pressured on receiving the ball as it goes up over into the corner.
It's Brianna Winkler there.
Winkler with it, and now McDermott has it in the corner. McDermott using that speed, trying to find a way around the Canton defender as she bounces it back up outside along the box. And now they're going to look across field, try to find Madden, but they can't do it. So it bounces back to Key and over to Janau in front, Madden. Madden with the ball looking. Goes back over to Janau before it is kicked out of bounds by Canton. Janau has the throw-in.
It's Canton's defense like a hornet's nest. It's constant blue surrounded whenever the Lakers try to take a shot.
Yeah, they cannot find a way to penetrate through this Canton defense. It's right there, another chance right there. Ball in front. But the goalie, Williams, manages to wrap that up before Oswego gets a chance to get a hit on it. As ball's going out of bounds once more, but this time Oswego with possession.
Emma Rektorovic here, another staple of this Lakers team. Found herself a lot of playing time last season.
Yeah, a lot more playing time this year for a lot of players, as we were saying a few minutes ago. Very young team. So early in the season, it's a lot of learning experience. And Mike, being as in this is only the second game of the season, what do you expect out of the players this game?
Absolutely. I think a lot of the players who were staples last year are going to step up as always, but the freshmen, we got 3 graduate students on this team, and they only got a year left here. Coaching the freshmen, I'm assuming obviously they want some time, some playing time, but they got to take these freshmen under their wing as they're going to be the future of these Oswego Lakers.
Exactly. As much as you would like to be the go-to person in your final season, a lot of these players are veterans, and they do have the role of helping out the younger players, helping them through the development as they're young. This is their second game yet, so there's a lot of mistakes they're going to make. They're not going to be perfect, and it's going to be a learning experience. But they've been doing pretty well so far. 7 goals their first game here, and it's tied with 12 minutes, 15 seconds left here in the first, dominating the shot board.
Kyle, if you're a bet man, we going scoreless this first half?
I don't know. I'd like to see Oswego put one in here because they've had chance after chance. So I want to say Oswego gets one here, but this Canton defense is really giving me a run for my money on that bet.
Absolutely. Too much mustard on that pass from Brianna Rinkler there. Another decent opportunity to put that ball in the net.
Yeah, just blasted that one a bit too hard. And now it'll be another throw in for Canton. As they throw in the ball over there in the corner. Coming up the field, Canton gains possession of the ball. Kicks it up, looking for the lead man, but they cannot find her as Oswego gets the ball. Kicked up by Anderson. Back over to the midfield. Kicking it back up over to O'Connell. Up the field comes Oswego.
Riordan dribbling down the pitch there, dishes it off.
McDermott coming down quick. Looking for something to do as she's heavily pressured. A nice move inside as she beats a few Canton players. And a great shot there. Dancing through 3 Canton players, getting a nice little chip there. But Skylar Williams cannot be stopped. She is a brick wall in net right now, Michael.
Absolutely. I mean, every opportunity, she has been right in front of the ball. And even when she was out of position, making some great plays to get in front of that ball. I don't know how many saves she's got, but she's been playing tremendous throughout this contest.
And a tough play there as Courtney Key took a leg to the upper body there, trying to clear out the ball and accidentally hit Courtney Key, but she seems to be okay as they're coming down here. Kicking is Oswego, and Oswego has possession of the ball there. Another great chance, but it is stopped by Williams. Once again, 8 saves this game. See, soccer, 8 saves in a soccer game, let alone a first half, that is insane.
Yeah,
she is playing outstanding.
Razor sharp here, has not made a single mistake in this game, but, again, as many attempts they've had on goal, one mistake might be all it takes for the Canton to start with a 0-2 record here.
Yeah, just one mistake on either side can change a lot of momentum in the course of this game, as Canton seems to show a bit of life coming back into Oswego's zone, but that ends quickly as Oswego's moving back up towards Canton's side of the pitch, kicking it up, but that one will go out of bounds. Throw in for Canton. And we got 9 minutes here left in the first half of this matchup. Tied 0-0. A hot one out here. It's a hot one out here that could put into effect. Canton can't put any offense. They're getting outshot 20-1 right now. And a goal for Oswego there. Number 9.
That's Brianna Rinkler.
Brianna Rinkler puts the ball in there. And that was a nice little chance there. Nice shot. Perfect chance in front. And actually knocks off the shoulder of Williams, I believe. And
exactly.
Mike, what do you see here?
You talked about being opportunistic. Couldn't have saw a better opportunity there. There was not a single Canton defender left. Rinkler had a great opportunity and just slammed, kicked that ball in the back of the net to put the Lakers up 1-0. And they have the full momentum heading in with 8 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, and a great start for the Oswego team right here, getting a goal in the first half, now into the second half as they struggled the first half of this first half. But great goal there by Winkler, and now Canton's moving up the other side, trying to get revenge for that goal that they just gave up there.
Yeah, and if you're Canton, you can't get discouraged. You got to keep playing hard, because this, even with a 1-goal lead, you know, things can change on a dime in this game, and they cannot get discouraged. They got to continue to play heavy. They got to continue to fight hard and try to get the goal in the back of the net here.
Yeah, as I was saying right before that goal there, Canton's being outshot now 21-1 this game, Michael.
That is absolutely brutal. Not what you want to hear, not what you want to see for this Canton head coach. Obviously, going to have a little talk, I'm sure, in halftime, trying to regroup, trying to find a game plan to do something to keep these Lakers on their toes.
Yeah, they just got to find something to stop the onslaught that is this Lakers offense. And not only that, they have to find a way to get the ball and possess it in the Lakers zone, because they do get the ball there down into the Lakers end occasionally, but then they're only down there for a few seconds, and then it's coming back their way. They have to find a way to actually maintain possession, get shots off, and find passes down in that zone.
Absolutely, and bring it back to Brianna Winkler. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the freshman, I do believe that's her first collegiate goal here.
I believe you were correct there.
Definitely a moment that she is going to remember for a long time to come.
Yeah, as Janelle intercepts the ball right there, and she's coming up the field with some speed, and a nice knock over to Mariano down in the corner.
Marinaro
trying to find something to do. Looks out in front, finds a Oswego player, but that was Winkler, but she wasn't able to get a shot off on that.
Little awkward collision there.
Yeah, Canton player slow to get up, but she appears to be all right. Just a bit. It's a bit bruised up there.
Paige Groff, a little shaken up, but this is a tough Canton team. Nothing she can't handle. It's the ref in orange checking on her. Seems everybody's okay.
And with that, Williams is about to kick it off. 5:45 here in the first. And Canton with possession of the ball around midfield. Coming up the corner. Kicking it away was Rubin, but she kicks it right into an Oswego defender. And Rubin moves it over to midfield, now possessed by Kelly. Kelly throws it up to Marissi, and it's back now. And back into Canton's zone. As they're kind of all just racing each other for the ball right now. Nobody really with possession, but out of bounds. Oswego now has possession of the ball.
Absolutely, that might have been the longest this Canton team was on the Lakers side of the pitch. They had a couple passes back and forth, but again, right back.
Might have been as the Lakers are on a rush here as they have the chance. Oh, and it's blocked with another chance here. Nice shot and goes wide. Another great opportunity for the Lakers there. That's one that, honestly, Michael, they probably should have notched one there, but they end up empty-handed on that opportunity. Just hesitated too long as they had a 2-0 on Williams.
Absolutely. Gabby Flynn, way to get right in front of that ball. The deflection there. And then Sarah Marinaro could not line up the shot for the Lakers.
No. As we have 4:15 here in the first. Corner kick being lined up right now. Can't tell who the corner kick
Amber
is.
McDermott out there.
McDermott. As they toss it up the field to Reardon. Reardon coming in with, Reardon, a nice shot. Nice little opportunity there, but it is cleared to the sideline by Canton's defense. That was a nice little move there. She got him a nice little stutter step there.
Yeah, little double whammy there, bouncing on Skylar Williams and handling Crane, and almost getting in the net there.
Yeah, that was a nice opportunity there for Reardon. And now, coming up the field, Oswego's got possession again. Janau throws it back down into the corner, but a flag is called out of bounds, I believe.
It's going to be an offside there. It's Paige Groff.
So now, Gotch with the kick. Gonna put the ball back in play here. Gotch kicks it away. And it is intercepted immediately by Oswego. Marinero taking it up. As she makes a nice move, fooling some defenders. She's got a one-on-one. Nice little move again. Trying to put a shot on net. Rolls right into the arms of Williams.
Yeah, Paige Gotch, excuse me. I think I've been saying Groff, getting this Lakers and Canton team a little mixed up here.
This ball comes up to midfield, and it's a race for the ball, but Marinero will win that race up the middle key. Back to Marinero. Up to middle. Back over looking for Marinero, but they cannot meet her.
A little too much on that pass there to Marinero. A decent opportunity, and Gotch here with another throw-in for Canton.
And now we are back underway. Janau with the ball. And Canton gets possession, trying to clear it out, but they can't. But now they do get it out. They're coming up the field. Try to look for Hoffman, but they cannot find her. A nice play by Key there, kicking it behind her. And now Oswego in the middle.
Courtney Key showing off the moves here.
Over in the middle. And a whistle is blown there.
Steadily approaching less than a minute here in the half.
Yeah, about minute 20 here left in the half. And this has been, you know, as much of a one-sided game as it has been, Michael, it's a 1-0 game still.
Absolutely. Canton is not a chance that Canton is out of this game. They just need to get something clicking on the offensive side. Their defense has been great, minus, you know, the one slip-up they had. But if they get the offense clicking, this could be a very close game.
Yeah, they just need to get their offense kicking. As a great keep in there, as they're coming up the field, Oswego, 50 seconds left to play in this first. As they have a 3-on-1 opportunity right here. Oswego coming down with them, some speed, crossing it, no, stopped. But Oswego has it once again, looking for the cross, and saved by Williams. Way to see that ball coming in right between her two defenders, all over that one, not letting that get behind her.
Williams going to need an ice bath after this contest.
Yeah,
all over the place.
12 saves in the first half of this game. An outstanding performance for her so far. 19 seconds left in this game here as Oswego is moving up the field. McDermott with the ball right now. McDermott makes a nice little move right around the defender. She can't keep up. Oh, and another nice move. She's getting inside. McDermott with a great play. Oh, and it's off the post, but then opportunity here. And another shot. Oh, saved.
What a cluster of events there.
What an opportunity by the Lakers there. They had a good 3 opportunities there. McDermott coming through the entire defense of Canton. They couldn't stop her. The only thing can stop her there is the post. It comes off of the post there, and it's a perfect opportunity for Marinero. Absolutely. And then she puts it right into Williams. Williams, great save. Bounces back out, another opportunity. Buzzer goes. What did you think of this first half, Michael? What are your opinions?
You know, a lot of action. Both teams undoubtedly hungry for the victory here. I mean, on the offensive side, Canton has not had a lot of action. The Lakers have been playing great offensively. They've been getting a lot of shots on goal. But this game could be a lot more out of hand than it is if it wasn't for Canton's very impressive defense throughout this contest.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Canton's defense has been pretty solid. I mean, 13 shots on goal for Oswego right now, and that could be higher if it wasn't for Canton's defense. They are plugging up a lot of the lanes, but even though they have so many shots on goal, Oswego does already, they've missed out on so many opportunities at the same time. Goals this should be realistically a 4-0 game right now.
Absolutely. They could have sealed the victory early on in this half, but, you know, again, like I said, the defense came into play. And if you're head coach Rose Lasiti, what do you got to say to this Canton team?
Yeah, both teams got to figure it out in this
Absolutely.
halftime. But we will be back with you in 13 minutes here for more women's soccer at Oswego Laker Turf. WTOP 10. And welcome back to the second half of Oswego State women's soccer versus SUNY Canton here at the Laker Turf Stadium. I'm Kyle Spizak. Alongside me is Michael Shetler. And Mike, this first half of the game, we saw a lot of things happen. For example, 28-1 Oswego outshoots Canton.
Yeah, Canton's got to make some very important adjustments here. They got to come out with way more intensity than they did in this first half, and they got to move this ball down the field. I'm sure Coach Lucidi made some adjustments, but they got to come up with another game plan if they're going to walk out of this game in the win column.
Yeah, and Winkler gets her first goal as a freshman, her first collegiate goal. Michael, how big of a moment is that for her here in this game?
You know, that's a moment that she'll remember definitely for the rest of her college career, but that's a lifetime memory. You know, your first goal, your first goal on a high school team, and especially in a collegiate level, that is something to be very proud of.
Yeah, without a doubt, especially when it's putting your team up 1-0 going into the half. As we are underway here, Oswego's got a throw-in with Rektorovic on the side as she tosses it up to Serraro. And she tries to find somebody in front, but she can't. It goes behind the net.
Just like the start of the half, last half, Oswego is coming out very aggressive, per usual.
Yeah, and this aggression has worked out well for them, as we said before the start of this half. They are out shooting Canton 28-1 right now, which is unheard of numbers. This is a complete domination on Oswego's front.
Without a doubt.
Down in the corner, Oswego maintains the ball, and they're showing really great possession here right now, Michael. They're just kind of giving it to each other, finding the open person.
Yeah, it's like they're playing some backyard ball here. We did make some adjustments. Number 10 on the field, Gabriela Martinez, enters the game, but a lot of the same faces from the first half.
Yeah, we do have some new faces in, like you said, as you've had some players out there. This is a long game. Soccer halves are 45 minutes. There's no stoppage of play. They're just going the whole time. So it's easy to get tired out there. It's a lot of running. So want to keep legs fresh, especially when the game is as close as it is, being 1-0. You want to have the best team you can have out there at any point in time.
Absolutely. It's a long game and it's a hot game. So they got to cycle through some of these players on the roster, keep them fresh. Yeah,
excellent opportunity there as they cross it in front, but nobody was able to make contact with the ball for Oswego, as Canton is moving the ball up, but she is stopped with a great defensive play by Janau right there. And Janau with the ball. She's looking in front for Sorreo, can't find her. Ball in the corner.
Great way to boot that ball away. That was number 12, Hanlon Crane.
Some nice defense, as has been all game for Canton. Pretty good defense.
Yeah, nothing new in this half. Defense still.
Yeah. So, Mike, I wanna ask you, what do you think's been more of the factor in this? Is it the goaltending of Williams, or is it Canton's defense?
You know, I think it's a combination of both. If the defense didn't step up and play their part, then this game would be a lot more out of hand than it is. But no discredit to Skylar Williams. I mean, she's played a tremendous game, as good as it gets, has been in position every time, has made one mistake this entire game, and that might be the difference maker between in this whole contest, but very, very minimal mistake, as just here she's all over the place, now punting the ball away down the field.
Yeah, that was a great play by her, giving Canton the opportunity to stop the play in their own zone and get downfield. They had a nice little chance there, but it now shot back the other way, and it is possessed by Martinez in the middle. Martinez kicks it over, and it is deflected back into the Canton zone. As Sorreo gets down in the corner, gets a nice boot over, trying to find somebody in front, but she lands it on top of the net instead.
A little too high there. One thing I will admit, I don't know about you, but it does seem that Canton's got a little more pep in their step coming out of this half.
Yeah, even though the game has been playing on their side of the field, Canton does look a bit more energetic than Oswego. They kind of look a bit sluggish. They're not off to as quick of a start as they were in the first half, where they're dominating, but you're not seeing the same ball movement. You're not seeing the same speed, acceleration. you can tell the heat is starting to take a toll on these players out there.
Absolutely. And one thing you can't do if you're the Lakers is get comfortable. This is not a big enough lead where you can just sleep this game away. You know, this game can change on a dime any second. So they got to stay prepared. They got to stay on their toes like they are right now.
And what?
Little trip up there. Lugina Sorreo almost with a goal. Little tripped up by a defender there. That was a great opportunity to put that ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, another great opportunity for Sorreo. She's had quite a few in this game here today as Williams punts the ball away. Canton gets possession, and they can't maintain possession. Oswego's midfield. I want to talk about their midfield for a minute here. Their midfields, I think, have been the real MVPs of this game because as well as their offense has been doing and keeping the ball down in the offensive zone, anytime a ball comes in the middle of the field, either they turn it around, get possession right away, or they don't allow Canton to expand into their zone. So Oswego's midfield has been just so outstanding.
Absolutely.
In controlling the pace of this game.
Definitely worthy of a mention. The midfield is the dark horse difference maker in any contest, and now, I mean, they've just been absolutely incredible, preventing the ball from getting on their side of the pitch as they are right now.
Yeah, it was just some great defensive pressure. Like right there, Key put on the pressure, makes Canton have a bad pass where Janau can then come over and pick it off, race into the corner. We'll see who gets the ball here. I couldn't really tell from here. Close play in the corner.
Do believe that's going to be the Lakers' ball. But, yeah, the midfielders have had a foot on the gas this whole contest.
Yeah, they've been playing really well here. And you can tell as the game has gone on, you can see Oswego's starting to get more comfortable with one another as it is the second game of the year. And there are a lot of freshmen. You're not super close, intact. You don't know all your teammates as well yet because since it's so early, you've only known your teammates on this team for some of them for 3 weeks or so. So you can tell as this game has gone on, Oswego's getting a lot more comfortable with each other. They know where each other are going to be before looking. Their passes are a lot more crisp. They know each other's speed, style. You can tell that they're starting to get into a rhythm here.
Absolutely. With any new-looking team, it takes a while to make some adjustments, get comfortable with each other, get some communication down. And it looks like, especially entering this second half, they are sharper than ever, communicating well, delivering some good passes, and keeping this game a 1-0 affair.
Yeah, 1-0 still here. In the second half, 38 minutes to play in this game. Not sure if we'll have any stoppage time, as I don't believe we have had a single stoppage yet. Ball out of bounds there, it appears. And Oswego's got some players on the sideline warming up, maybe anticipating some changes here.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see some players shuffled in and out. Just keep everybody on their toes. I think that's Andrea Hernandez wearing the red. Got a couple players waiting to be cycled into this contest.
Oh, and a tough play there as Sorreo takes a hard hit to the leg.
Yeah, that was an awkward landing there. Looks like she shook it off, though.
And ball goes out of Laker Turf Stadium there. And now we're throwing it in. Ooh, nice play there. Trying to get it behind the defense. Out of bounds.
Shout out to this girl in yellow going to fetch that ball. The silent hero of this contest.
The true hero that we all needed today. And Canton manages to maintain possession of the ball, fighting off several Oswego players, but out of bounds. Oswego gets to throw the ball in here.
A little far from here, I do believe that is that Sorreo about to throw the ball in there?
I do not believe so. It is hard to tell from how far out we are. Very
Absolutely,
small.
Especially across the far side of the field.
Small numbers, distance away from the booth, so we can't give you a number, but they are throwing it in right now.
Either way, story of the game. Oswego with possession here.
Yeah, essentially they have had possession of the majority of this game, as we have not seen Canton possess the ball in Oswego's. I don't think I have seen Canton actually possess the ball in Oswego's zone for more than 10 seconds.
10 seconds, yeah. I definitely agree. I cannot remember a time where they have looked very sharp for over a short period of time.
As Oswego kicks the ball out of bounds there, 36-14 to go in this second half. As Oswego starting off right there, Sorreo. Oh, and Sorreo gets hit from behind by number 12, Hanlon Crane of Canton. That's a retaliation play right there. Mike, you think Canton's starting to get a bit more physical, a bit more chippy because they're frustrated that they can't penetrate this Oswego defense?
Yeah, like you said, I don't know if it's aggression or frustration, and it's leaning towards a little frustration. It seems like the Lakers are in their head here as...
Yeah, and Sorreo has a penalty kick here today.
Yeah, I was going to say that did look like a little bit of a foul play there, definite trip. As another great opportunity to even further this lead for the Lakers, and 2-0 is definitely a more comfortable lead for the Lakers here.
Yeah, great opportunity here for Sorreo. We'll see what she can do as she's lining up her kick.
Anticipating the kick here.
As she winds up, gets ready.
No pressure.
Whistle blows. Starts her approach. And she scores! Goal by Sorreo. Oswego leads 2-0 on the free kick there.
Regina Sorreo making the defender miss a little, trying to get an unpredictable shot there. And, you know, Skylar Williams has been on point this whole contest, just could not, she almost got to it, but could not predict the exact trajectory of that ball. And Sorreo slips it right in the back of the net for a 2-0 Lakers lead here in this game.
Yeah, and that's the chance that Sorreo really needed. She had 4, 5, 6 opportunities throughout this game where she came so close to knocking one in. She's put 2, 3 off the post so far this game. So that opportunity is what she really needed, that free kick. 2-0 now. Like you said, a 2-0 lead's better than a 1-0 lead, but that does not mean that Oswego can become complacent here, because if they lay off here, that might give Canton the spark they need to come back and give them a battle in this game.
Absolutely. 35-10 left on the clock. No reason to roll over here. They got quite the large amount of time to bounce back in this contest, but you know, they got to go now if they want to get back in this game.
Yeah, so there's plenty of time to play here as we have 35 minutes to go here in the second half of this game. But as much time as 35 minutes is, if the story of this game keeps panning out, they don't have they have one shot on Oswego. One shot, 0 shots on goal. And it's been already over 45 minutes, so nice save by Williams there. And a goal! Nice rebound goal there from Oswego.
It's Katie Del Grosso there.
Del Grosso with a great goal there. Putting in the nice rebound. Mike, what led up to this right here?
And, you know, I honestly, a great showing from the Lakers offense, but if you look at the look of the faces on this Canton team, pure frustration. They are flustered, and right there is not what you want to see. Almost goals a minute apart. An absolute disaster here from Canton, and an absolute fantastic goal from Del Grosso, getting it from the pass. I think that was an assist from Sorreo. A lot of action. I couldn't really get that right on the money, but Del Grosso with a fantastic goal.
Yeah, Del Grosso with a fantastic goal there on the rebound, managing to place it just above where Williams was, putting it in the top left corner of the net. Oswego leads 3-0, 33-41 here to go in the second half.
This is what they needed in the first half of the contest. They are really clicking. Everything is going according to plan as Sorreo takes a tumble there. But, I mean, this is the communication they need. Everything, it seems like they are attempting, is going exactly their way, and that was a completely different story in the first half here.
Yeah. An update on the goal. It was not Del Grosso that scored. That matter of fact was Madden's goal.
Oh, okay.
So third goal on the year. 5 goals total last year. 3 goals in the first 2 games of the season so far this year. So
yeah, we're only 2 games in, and she could break this by a lot. You know, 5 goals, definitely not a light amount for a season, but she's got 3, and it's only game 2.
Yeah, so this might be a breakout season for Grace Madden. And ball stays in there. kind of a weird bounce there, staying in somehow.
Yeah,
and coming over, Applegate kicks it over, looking in front for Martinez. Martinez with possession, a nice little move there to keep it in. And they get it over into the corner to Del Grasso.
Del Grasso passing to
And a nice boot there, looking for somebody. That was a really nice ball there, but nobody was backdoor to knock that one in.
Yeah, only one in white trying to receive that pass. That's Grayson Madden.
And she
can't defend her right in front of her. Just couldn't get the right position there.
Yeah, she was a bit out of position for that. Oswego's got to get some players deeper in there, and I know it's 3-0 right now with 31:56 to go. But you can't be, like I said when they scored their second goal, you cannot become complacent. You have to keep the pedal on. You have to keep the pressure, because if you lay off, that's when you give the opportunity for Canton to come back, score a goal. And mind you, this is the fourth game these clubs have ever played against each other. Canton is yet to score a goal against Oswego in any of their 3 previous matchups, and yet to score into the second half of this one as well.
Yeah, I mean, completely scoreless throughout the franchise history. That's not a good stat. That's not a good accolade to have there. Canton really wants to break the ice here and score at least one goal in this contest. Very, very close goal attempt off the top of the post. Almost went bar down there. That was Grayson Madden in there. They're going to give her the goal there.
That is a goal.
Cross the back of the net. And what a beautiful shot.
I believe that was Grayson Madden. So,
little Bardowski action there.
So Grayson Madden, I believe that's who it was, right?
I'm almost positive. Yeah, that was Grayson Madden.
And that is her second goal today.
Bringing it up to 4. She might break the season record this game.
Yeah. 2 games she has played this year. And that is 2 2-goal games. 4 goals on the season. 5 last season total, as we were just saying.
Absolutely, and I don't want to cut you off, but if you look at the Canton goalie, that is just a look of just frustration there. A lot going on her mind, but she cannot be discouraged here. She's got to get right back in the game. I mean, she's been playing terrific minus this little stretch here.
Yeah, now well over 30 shots that she has faced this year, and it makes sense why she's feeling the way she is. I mean, she's faced over 30 shots this game. That is insane. That's an insane amount of shots to face, and that last goal was scored by Del Grasso, not Madden. But to face over 30 shots, save the vast majority of them in soccer, mind you, while it's 81 degrees out on this turf, I don't blame her for being frustrated, exhausted, whatever she may be feeling.
Absolutely.
Because she has put this team on her back.
Nothing to hang her head about here. And it looks like she's still
some contact
on her toes. There's another collision there.
Sorrell with some contact down there.
Taking a tumble there was Michelle Obelman. Very easy to spot with that neon green headband. Hard to miss here. As we get a kick from the corner.
Stands out a little bit. And I can't tell who's kicking in the corner here, but
looks like that is
kick is live.
Del Grasso again.
And a nice chance in front. The opportunity, but it is missed. Canton will clear the ball to the sideline as they can't get out of their own zone once again. Story of this game, Canton playing the majority of the game in their own defending zone.
Absolutely an easy day for the Lakers goalies here. Not a lot of action, not a lot of stress. Another save there.
And they just shot it on their self. Hanlon Crane of Canton just got shot on by her own defender.
Near absolute disaster. Disaster almost striking there. And the look on the face of Skylar Williams, she was not very happy from her teammate there.
Because that was not an intended pass back to the
No,
goalie.
Definitely not.
No, that was purely accidental. And she's lucky that Williams was there to stop it, because if not, this then becomes even more of a blowout than it is already.
Yeah, almost a look of disbelief in the eyes of Williams there. A little miscommunication there, almost with an own goal there.
Yeah, absolutely insane. As this game has completely gone off the rails in this very short amount of time in the second half. We are at 27-34, about 17 minutes into the second half, and Oswego has scored 3 goals in those 17 minutes, kind of bringing up what they did against Kaz last game, scoring
Absolutely.
5 goals in a very short matter of time. Can Oswego keep this ahead as McDermott gets a nice chance there, but a nice save by Williams.
And in the past 10 minutes, this Canton team has completely fallen apart. They've completely derailed. They got to get back in the game, or else they're going to get embarrassed by the end of this contest.
Yeah, definitely. They do need to get back in track. If I'm Canton's coach, I don't know what changes need to be made, whether it's the players' morale being down from this game, whether it's the heat or it's just not enough effort. You as a coach have to figure out what the issue is, and you have to fix it, because this is not acceptable if you are Canton.
Absolutely, and it is very early on in the season, and both these games from Canton have been not very pretty to watch. They got to make some adjustments, or else, if not, it is going to be a very long season for Canton. But on the opposite side, the Lakers have found great success in this season so far. 11 goals already in the season, and so far a complete shutout from both contests in this season.
Yeah, like you said, 11 goals so far on the season. And today, Oswego's head coach, Brian McGrain, he is actually going for his 100th win today.
That is a milestone if I've ever heard one.
So Oswego looking for their 100th win, up 4-0 right now. 25:53 left to go in the second. Maybe they'll be able to pull it out for him.
Absolutely. You think Canton has any shot of bouncing back in this contest? I mean, the Lakers have not put their foot off the gas here. They are still very energized, and they're bouncing all over the field. I don't know if Canton has an opportunity to get back in this contest. It might be too far gone.
Yeah, Canton came in here, obviously not a great pass record against Oswego, but Oswego didn't seem to care, as they're up 4-0 right now. Their highest scoring game against Canton is 5-0, so 1 goal off their record.
Yeah, that 5-0, that was a season-high goal scorer last season.
Yeah. So Oswego back in their own zone for what seems to be the first time this second half, but it's upon their own accord, as they are the ones that bring the ball back in, moving it up over into the corner to
That's
down
Del Grasso.
in the corner.
Yep.
DeGrasso's got the ball. Trying to make a move there. Good defense by Canton. Slide tackle attempt, but that didn't work out very well. Del Grasso seems to be a bit confused, or a bit flustered from the defender being on her. Playing very tight D despite being down 4-0.
Yeah, this defense has definitely not lost their heart in this contest.
Ooh.
Still fighting very hard, and almost another goal there.
Yeah, nice chance. Flies a little bit over the net from Madden, but Oswego's making some changes here. Exiting the game is Janau.
Coming into the contest,
Sarau leaving the game as well.
we made some adjustments. We got Jill Lorca, the junior, entering this contest.
Jill Lorca joining, as you just said. Right,
if you look
there.
at Skylar Williams, I mean, the fatigue is kicking in. She's got the long sleeve shirt on. She looks completely exhausted, and she's seen the most action this whole contest. Yeah,
she has. She's faced a lot of shots, well over 30, as we are only here 23-33 left to go in this game. She's faced 35 shots, 23 minutes to go. What can you do if you're Canton? How can Canton help her out?
I don't know if there is any help at this point. And now, I mean, 23 minutes left, still a lot in the game, but I'm sure the Lakers are going to look to just kind of pass this ball around, try to chew some clock. I don't know how aggressive they're going to be moving forward in this game. They got a solid lead. They're just going to try to ride this victory off, right off in the sunset with a win here today at Laker Turf Stadium.
Yeah, as the Lakers inbound the ball there, coming down the field, shot near the net, but not on net, as a battle for the ball goes in the corner, and they win. Oswego wins it. Oh! little wacky sequence there as
Yeah,
they're battling in the corner. Ball bounces up in the air, hits off the top of the crossbar, and that was Del Grasso battling in the corner.
And I mentioned the fatigue for Skylar Williams, but she is not, she is still keeping extreme focus, extreme poise, and doing everything she possibly can to keep this Canton team still in the game with just 22 minutes left here in this contest.
Yeah, definitely a team leader, keeping this game from being a complete blowout. But not just that, she's also kind of keeping the morale of the team together. As a shot there, that was a nice attempt for Winkler.
Absolutely, and you got to wonder what the score would be if Skylar Williams didn't have such a great performance here today. It would be absolutely out of hand.
Yeah, as the shot total goes up to 36 now on the day for Skylar Williams. Moving the ball over is Winkler into the corner where Madden throws it in front, and it hits the top of the net. Weird angle there. Couldn't tell by how Williams was reacting to that. Couldn't tell if that was coming in front or behind the net.
Yeah, when it hits the top of the goal, from this angle, you don't know. It looks like it might have went in at some instances.
You really don't know, as she gets a goalie kick.
32 taking the field for the Lakers. That's Jackie Markart, the sophomore.
And a nice kick over from Williams as she finds Baxter down in the corner. But McDermott has the ball for Oswego now, and she moves it up in front over to Winkler. Winkler looking to find somebody in front, but she can't at that angle. Pushes it behind the net.
Winkler, the freshman, has got a lot of playing time and has showcased her ability in this contest. Obviously, that first goal of her career here in a college level, as we aforementioned. I'm sure she is here to stay as a big, big part of this Lakers team.
Yeah, like you said, first goal of the career here today as Williams shoots the ball off towards center field. And inevitably, somehow, once again, Oswego maintains possession as they have been in what it feels like Canton zone the entire second half of this game. I mean, can you think of an single point of this game where, well, the second half, my apologies, Mike, can you think of a single point in the second half of this game where Canton possessed the ball in Oswego's zone?
I cannot. I cannot for over maybe 10 seconds. The start of the half, it was over in the Lakers' side of the pitch. But other than that, it has been all Lakers in this offense team. This offense has been absolutely killing it this second half, just taking it to this Canton defense.
Yep, pushing it down.
With just 19:34 left in the contest. Clock is steadily ticking. If Canton's going to make a move, it's right now or never.
As McDermott makes a nice play keeping the ball along the line there. She throws it to Markart, her first time being in the game today. As she makes a nice move, gets around, throws a shot on net. Williams traps that up. Goalie kick again. 19:09 left in the game.
And speaking of a first goal for college athletes, number 32, Jackie Markart, scored her first goal on a college level, this time almost a full year ago today when they faced Canton last. As you look over to the goalie, Williams, a little bit of a limp. She just looks like she's in pain from all the action she's been getting in this contest. Obviously going to take a toll on her body.
Yeah, I mean, even though they're out there voluntarily standing in front of these soccer balls, you have to remember, those soccer balls aren't light. They still hurt quite a bit, and some of these women out here, they can really boot the ball at you pretty quick.
Absolutely, these goalies are no weak links. They are very tough. To be a goalie, to stand in front of that net and to take some of the shots that they do, they have to be very tough, and it does take a toll on your body. I'm sure Williams is going to be a little battered and bruised after this game. Like I said, somebody's got to draw that ice bath after this contest.
Oh yeah, especially given she's faced so many more shots than you normally would in a college soccer game or any soccer game as is. But Oswego still maintains possession in the zone. Touching the ball there was Reed, as Reed gets the ball back, looking for something to do, bringing it in. makes a move towards the inside, trying to find something to do. A nice little pass over and a goal. Second goal of the game for Winkler on a nice play there from Reed. And Oswego now ties their previous record against Canton of 5-0. Winkler's second goal of the game, second of her career in her freshman year.
It's going to be a core memory for Winkler. I mean, keep the goals coming. One goal, one goal in a game sounds great, but two as a freshman in her debut home game, I mean, it doesn't get much sweeter than that there, Kyle.
Yeah, it really doesn't, and that's a great moment for Winkler, your home opener, freshman year, 2 goals. What a start. But I want to talk about Phyllis Reed there, because, oh my, was that a beautiful play to just cut through the defense like a hot butter cuts through a knife, and then just pass it right over. Backdoor. Winkler could not have messed that one up. Perfect pass.
Absolutely. Phyllis Reed might not get the most recognition in this contest, but behind the scenes, she has been doing the dirty work, creating some great opportunities for Lakers players to score, and she definitely deserves some acknowledgement in this contest, putting the ball in great spots for the Lakers to increase their lead.
And that they did. 5-0 here. 16:25 left to go in the match, as Oswego has taken over this game from the start, and they have not let go. Canton really hasn't had any type of a shot in staying in this game the second half.
Absolutely. I mean, it's over now. I mean, 16 minutes left. Possibly a couple pity goals, but I mean, this contest is just out of reach for Canton to come back and get a win in this game.
Yeah, Canton down. Oh, and a nice deflection there by Williams, knocking the ball out. McDermott kept the ball in for Oswego, finds it over to Madden, but now it's back up to the top of the zone where they kick it out to O'Connell.
Like I said here, I'm sure they're just going to be trying to chew some clock, run this game down to the very end.
Yeah,
5 goals on the board.
Yeah,
I don't know how aggressive they're going to be.
If you're Oswego, there's really no need to keep scoring at this point. I mean, maybe for personal stats you do, but at this level you're not really playing for personal stats. But on the contrary, this is a high level. This is collegiate sports, so possibly do you want to keep the pressure on, keep running them down to make sure they have no chance at getting back in this game? Absolutely,
and as you see some backups entering the game, you got number 2, Andrea Hernandez, Sarah Marinero making another appearance in this contest.
And first time appearance in this game, we have Andrea Hernandez.
Senior here in Oswego.
So Oswego coming down with the ball to no one's surprise. Finding it in front, no one could get there before Williams picked it off, adding onto her save total. See, if there is one plus you can take out of this for Canton, it is that you have what seems like could be one of the best goalies in women's SUNY soccer.
Absolutely. I mean, definitely have bailed them out of a lot of consequences here. Very, very. I mean, she's still on her toes now. This has been an absolute, not a one-sided affair, but she's still keeping her morale high. And I mean, as I said, nothing to hang her head about. She's played a tremendous game.
Yeah, all the respect to Skylar Williams.
Almost nothing she could do with some of these goals. I mean, getting beat by these defenders.
Yeah.
Obviously.
She has 18 saves on the game, 21 shots on goal, 13 minutes left in this game. She has just been playing out of her mind, just standing on her head. You can't ask more for her, out of her, if you're Canton.
Absolutely. Goalie, a really hard position to play because, as you know, they take a lot of the blame for the mistakes from this team, but she's just been on her toes the entire contest and, let in 5, but 18 saves. I think that goes without saying that, this is a very, very good performance for her here today.
That's one, stat-wise, it may not look like the best performance for Williams, but for everybody watching this game, everyone that watches this knows that she did not get the help she needs nor deserves.
Absolutely. Maybe in the first half, the defense was playing tremendous, but have just completely derailed towards the end of this game.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even put this all on the defense necessarily either, because as much as it is partially their fault not getting these balls cleared out, allowing Oswego to keep the ball down in their zone so much, you also have to figure, like we said many times, it's a hot day out today here at Lakers Turf Stadium. This defense has been running around wild in their own zone the entire game. They haven't really been substituting anybody out there. They've just been running around, just trying to stop the ball. If anything, if I'm Canton, I'm putting most of the blame on this on the offense solely because, one, you haven't put up any points against Oswego to date yet. We are 12 minutes left in this game, and they are still yet to score a goal against the Oswego team in history. And on top of that, your offense isn't down. They're not doing anything. That's just putting so much more stress and work on your defense that your defense is going to get tired. So when they do start making these mistakes that end up being goals, it's not necessarily on them.
The offense 100% subject to blame here. They can't get the ball down the pitch, and if they do, they can't get it down the pitch for more than a short amount of time.
Yeah, and now Oswego maintains possession again as Hernandez has the ball in the corner. 11:28 to go left in this match. Looking for something to do over in that corner. Heavy pressure on her as she gets thrown out of bounds there pretty forcefully by Madison Henning. She's been extremely physical this game for Canton. She's been put on the best players of Oswego. She's been put down in the corner on my apologies. She's been down in the corner on Del Grasso. She's been down. Oh, and a goal there. Corner kick goal.
Lauren O'Connell just with a big boot goes right in the top of the net, finds where Mama keeps the cookies there, and gets the ball right in the net. Great goal from Lauren O'Connell, the sophomore here in Oswego, showing what she's made of.
That was just beautiful. Just right out of the corner. Nobody near. Nice curve on it. Right into the net. Curves right behind Williams' head. She couldn't get up high enough to save that one. Williams on the other end right now. She looks awfully defeated, which it's been a tough game for her. I don't blame her. It's been really tough physically, mentally, and it's going to be a long ride back home to Canton tonight.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say it's going to be a really brutal bus ride home. I don't know if any Katy Perry's going to be blasting on that bus. They're going to be hanging their heads down after this contest.
Yeah,
just couldn't get anything clicking today. I mean, it's simple as that. I'd like to elaborate more, but with just 9 minutes left in this contest, or almost 10 minutes left in this contest, I mean, this game's completely over.
Yeah, I would take it as far to say as this game has been over for nearly the last 20 minutes. Oswego took control, and they just never let go. Once they started walking away with this game, they left Canton in the dust. Didn't give them a chance. You're looking at these two teams go at each other. Well, one, Oswego's bench is much more deep, as you can tell. Oswego's a much deeper bench than Canton has, but these Canton girls, they just look exhausted out there. They can't keep up.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this Lakers team has once they get going, there is no stopping these Lakers. They take that momentum and they ride with it, and that is exactly what they're doing. You see players, increasing their stats, getting goals here. Lauren O'Connell, somebody that you might have not predicted to get a goal this contest, and these players are getting to shine here because of that momentum on their side.
Yeah, that's the great thing about games like this is you do get to see the players you don't get to see as often get in and get their opportunities, and that's their chance to prove themselves. As many of them, especially freshmen, they're not going to be playing very much, so this is their chance to show them what they've got. But on the opposite side, if you're Canton and you have freshmen cooking up against you, that's an even worse feeling than already being down as much as you are.
Absolutely. I mean, no discredit to freshmen, but the inexperience comes into play, and when you're letting these Lakers freshmen, just cook you, it's definitely very demoralizing.
Yeah, and there is no other way to describe it than they have cooked this Canton team, as they are going for another shutout here. If Oswego pulls off the shutout, that would extend their shutout streak against Canton to 4 games now. 7 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game.
And speaking of cycling in freshmen, we got Christina Diakil, number 25, Emma Gorman, 28, and just with that corner kick, Charlotte Faulkner with another goal. That's Andrea Hernandez.
Hernandez tips that one in.
And she is jumping for joy here. All of her teammates coming in to embrace a great moment for senior Andrea Hernandez.
Yeah, she is absolutely ecstatic after that. Tell me what you saw on this one, Michael.
I saw this last year, Andrea Hernandez scoring her first goal ever as a Laker against Canton, and history repeating itself here today as she is absolutely ecstatic, and they are just letting the lead pour on this game completely out of hand. And Andrea Hernandez going to walk away with a very, very good memory of this game.
Yeah, kind of a weird goal there as it went off the hand of Williams and then off Hernandez. And Williams, once again, just looking absolutely defeated as the ball's coming back down her side. So they can't really, there's not much that she can do because they're down in her zone again 5 seconds later. And this is the second game in a row, second game this season, only 2 games this season, that Oswego has scored 7 goals. So that brings in 2 games their goal total up to 14. What an outstanding start to the season for them.
Absolutely. I mean, incredible. You look at their last season, their season total goals were 19. We are 2 games in, and they are fastly approaching that goal total. Their largest margin goal scored was 5 against Canton last year, and back-to-back contests, a 7-0 blowout. And with 5 minutes left, they might keep pouring it on. Who knows?
Yeah, like you said, they only scored 18 goals last
19
year?
goals.
19
Yep.
goals last season as a whole with a 5-9 record. They have 14 goals in these 2 games so far this year. This is a very bright spot for this Oswego program. Things are starting to turn around, look better, and if you're Oswego, you just have to be ecstatic about this. If you're Coach Brian McGrain, not only are you going to get your 100th win this game, your team is blowing out the competition and on an absolute tear right now. How do you feel if you are him?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. One huge takeaway in this game, if there is one, and there's quite a lot, but do not sleep on these women Lakers. They are going to be a problem for teams down the line this whole season. And we could see a very, very good season from the Lakers here as they are hungry for victory in this season.
As Lorca takes the ball right there off the throw, and 4:44 left to go here in the game. Hernandez boots that one a bit too hard, rifles that one out of bounds. It's going to be another toss-in, and I think there's been more toss-ins than anything else this game, Mike.
Yeah, a lot of these balls, you know, whether it's intentional, just getting it out of bounds for repositioning, or just a little mistimed kick. A lot of this game has took place from on the sideline here.
Yeah, vast majority of time taken right from the sideline, like you said. As we wait, Oswego throwing it in, starting things off.
It's number 3, Nicole Orlando, with some action here in this contest.
And the ball goes out once again, but it appears to be Oswego's possession as Canton touched it out. But it is not a toss-in, it's not a free kick. But they get to pass it in here.
That is number 19, Charlotte Faulkner, with some great action here. As coach going to give some words to Faulkner, maybe come up with a little game plan here.
And Faulkner with the kick, boots it out, and goes into a swarm of both Oswego and Canton players back up to her. And she boots one on net, but Williams can routinely grab that one. Williams looking for somewhere to put the ball, just hoping to drain out the last 3:15 of this clock, as it's been a long, hot, rough day for Williams in net on the Canton side.
Sorry,
And
I can't do that right now.
And one word to describe this Lakers team is hustle. Completely out hustling the Canton Kangaroos here in every aspect of this game. And it's a 7-0 blowout, and you still see these Lakers just flying around this field, and they have not, let the foot off the gas. They are pushing the pedal to the metal, and, they have no need to keep pouring it on here just to increase some individual stats. But as we see, a rare occurrence, Canton is on the Lakers side of the field.
Oh, and Canton might actually get a goal here, but no! What a save by Anderson. Anderson just saved the Lakers shutout streak there, as Canton had all the chance in the world right there.
First save of the game there for Anderson.
Yeah, like you just said, Oswego's first save of the game. That's right. That is right. With 2 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the game, Oswego just recorded their first save of a shutout appearance.
Canton almost broke the curse there, almost scored a goal on the Lakers, which they have never, ever done in franchise history. But Anderson keeping that streak alive.
Yeah, and it came really close there. They had a nice chance, but Anderson just came out, like you said, hustling. That's what this Oswego team has been doing all game. They've just been hustling, and she came out hustling and was able to get that. And the hustle continues as coming down is Williams here, trying to get something down with the ball as she tries to throw it in front, but that is knocked away. Cleared to the side by Canton, but it is actually kept in by Faulkner. And Faulkner looking in front for Williams. Williams looking for something to do. Back to Faulkner. Behind the net. Whistle blown out of bounds. And Mike, we are now in the last minute of the game.
Yeah, clock is ticking. We got almost less than a minute left here. You can hear the Final Jeopardy song cue as the time is ticking, and the Lakers are going to end up 2-0, a great start to their season. And as for the Canton Kangaroos, 0-2, not an ideal start at all, getting completely dismantled by this Lakers team.
Yeah, that it is not, as they have been outscored here today, 7-0. Last year, Canton's team was outscored 9-56 by their opponents.
It's nearly 6 times as many goals scored on them than against them.
Yeah, so not a good look for them. And so far this year, Oswego's up 7-0 against their opponent. Well, 14-0 in 14 seconds here. 14-0 against their opponents. Just an excellent performance by this Oswego team here again. Back-to-back 7-0 wins. Mike, what do you think about this game? Give me your thoughts.
One word, domination. Pure domination, start to finish. The first half, a little slow. The Canton defense, got to give some credit to them, but a complete, absolute dismantling of this Canton Kangaroos team, as the Lakers have a lot to be proud of in this contest and a lot to be looking forward to this season.
Yes, so with this final horn going off, once again, Brian McGrain gets his 100th career win.
Triple digits.
As a head coach. Congratulations, coach, on this huge milestone. And your team deserved it. Your team deserved it this game. From start to finish, Oswego really controlled this game. But like you said, Mike, the first half of the game, I think we should point out, it was 1-0 going into halftime. What happened?
The Lakers, they must have had either an incredible game plan or Canton just completely fell apart. Either way, the Lakers with an absolute great performance here. And almost all of their highlights came from the second half. Even the goal in the first quarter was just a mistimed. The defense was caught sleeping a little bit, but now, that little chunk, about 10 minutes where 4 goals were put on the board, completely dismantling the momentum of the Canton Kangaroos. And just the look on the face here, Canton Kangaroos gonna take a bus ride home in disappointment. And the Lakers are gonna ride off in the sunset here, 2-0 on their season.
Yes.
Can they keep the streak alive?
Oswego wins this one 7-0, outshot Canton 43-1, and 18-1. Canton leads the saves. So Oswego wins here 7-0 at the Laker Turf Stadium. Coming up next, we have some field hockey with Jacob Bradley on the call. I'm Kyle Spizak. Next to me, Michael Shetler. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great night, everybody.